I was born in a home that took my mother 3 weeks to build. It took the humans 3 minutes to destroy it. I didn't understand what was happening that day. I just remember the sound. A sound so loud, it felt like the sky was breaking. By the time it stopped, my home was gone. This is my story, and by the end of it, you might never look at a tree the same way again. My name doesn't matter. I'm just one bird, one small voice among billions. But I want to tell you what it was like before everything changed. I was hatched in a nest tucked inside an old banyan tree. That tree had been standing for over 60 years, long before I existed, long before my mother existed. It had thick branches that curled like old arms, reaching out in every direction. Hundreds of birds called that tree home, not just my species, sparrows, mynas, parakeets. We were neighbors. We were a community. Every morning, the tree would wake up before the sun did. You could hear it wings shaking off the night, beaks opening for the first song of the day. I used to think that tree would never end. I used to think nothing could touch it. I was wrong. One afternoon, strange men arrived at the base of our tree. They carried machines, big, loud, metal. They didn't look up. They didn't look at us at all, and that's when I learned something I would never forget. To them, we were invisible. The first sound was a chainsaw. It started low, then it grew sharper, higher, until it sounded like a scream. My mother grabbed me and my siblings and pulled us deeper into the nest, as if that could protect us. As if feathers could stop steel. The tree shook. Birds scattered into the sky, calling out to each other, but there was nowhere safe to go. Every direction looked the same. Concrete, roads, more machines. By evening, half our tree was gone. We told ourselves we'd survive the night. We told ourselves the rest of the tree would hold. It didn't hold. The next morning, they came back. This time, the chainsaws didn't stop until the whole tree was lying on the ground. 60 years gone in 6 hours. My mother flew in circles above the wreckage, searching for something, anything that looked familiar. There was nothing left to land on. That night, we slept on a power line. Cold, exposed, afraid. But that wasn't even the hardest part. The hardest part was what came after. We searched the city for a new home. Tree after tree, gone, replaced by buildings of glass and steel. We thought glass was just empty space, open sky. It wasn't. One of my brothers saw what looked like open air ahead of him. He flew straight into it, full speed. It was a window. He never moved again. I didn't understand it then. Now I do. Thousands of us die this way every single day, all over the world. We can't see glass. To us, it looks like freedom. It feels like the sky lied to us. We kept moving, kept searching. We found a small park with a few thin trees, not like our banyan. No history, no memories, just space to land. But even there, danger followed us. The noise of the city never stopped. Car horns, construction, music blasting from speakers. We couldn't hear each other's calls anymore. We couldn't warn each other when predators were near. Some birds stopped singing altogether. I want you to sit with that for a second. We stopped singing. Here's what I didn't know back then. Here's what changed everything for me. That tree we lost, it wasn't just our home. It was a nursery for insects that pollinated nearby farms. It was a filter that cleaned the air for the humans living around it. It was shade that kept the streets below 10 degrees cooler in summer. When they cut it down, it wasn't just birds who lost something. The humans lost it too. They just didn't know it yet. A year later, I flew past that same spot. The building they built was already showing cracks. The streets were hotter. Flooding got worse because there were no roots left to hold the soil during the rains. And the strangest part? I saw birds. New birds. Young ones who never knew our old tree, trying to nest on the building's air conditioning units, on window ledges, on thin wires, desperate, adapting, surviving in places never meant for life. That's when I understood the truth. This isn't just my story. It's happening everywhere. Every minute, forests disappear around the world, enough trees to fill thousands of football fields, gone in a single day. Every year, millions of birds die flying into glass they never saw coming. Entire species are vanishing, quietly, without headlines, without warnings. We're not loud enough to be heard over chainsaws. We're not big enough to stop a bulldozer. All we have is this story. And maybe that's enough if it reaches the right person. I still don't have the home I was born in. I live now in a thin tree in a small park, hoping no one decides to cut it down too. But I've learned something the humans haven't fully learned yet. A tree isn't just wood. It's not just shade on a hot day or a nice view from a window. It's someone's home. It's 100 years of mornings, 1,000 songs, a whole world you'll never see unless you stop and look up. So here's my question for you. The next time someone plans to cut down a tree near you, will you just walk past? Or will you ask, who used to live there?